I know you like conspiracy theories. You like a good conspiracy theory that's been proven.
I like a good one.
The good one.
I don't like silly ones. I don't like being lumped in with people who have silly ones.
I understand that. Here's a real one that was just proven. It was in the New York Times. They proved that scientists were paid off by the sugar industry in the 1960s.
Oh, yeah, I absolutely
They were paid off to make saturated fat the culprit for all these diseases and fat people and heart attacks when it was actually sugar.
I'm loving
They were
where
trying
this
to
is
take the blame away from sugar and pin it on saturated fat.
So bacon's
these scientists, bacon is actually not bad for you. Saturated fat is actually not bad for you. There's a giant illusion that cholesterol, everybody thinks, your cholesterol's high. Dietary cholesterol barely moves the needle on blood lipids. Blood lipids, like when they measure your diet, when you measure cholesterol in your blood, has to do with a lot of things.
This sounds great to me, but you're also a stand-up comedian. You don't have a white lab coat on. I'm sitting here like, okay, Dr. Rogan.
I read these things. What gives people high cholesterol is, first of all, the LDL cholesterol, HDL cholesterol. It's good cholesterol and bad cholesterol. And you can have high of one, because if you have high of the other one, it balances each other out. I'll send you a podcast if you have the time to listen to it. It's fascinating.
If you can sit there long enough, you ferret.
It's hard. It's hard to sit down and listen to this stuff. But there's a guy, Chris Kresser, who was on my podcast, who explained it all and did it in a scientific way.
One of the great names of all time.
Chris Kresser.
Chris Kresser.
Coming out in a second period. Chris Kresser scores! Oh! But anyway, it's not cholesterol. It's a lot of it is hereditary. Like if you have high blood pressure or dietary cholesterol or high cholesterol.
It's like with David Letterman. David Letterman, he didn't have an ounce of fat on him, and he needed open heart surgery.
Yes. Yeah. A lot of that's hereditary. Some people just get a shit roll of the dice. Just like some kids are born with leukemia. I mean, it's not something you did. It's not like they've been smoking since they were a fetus.
You know what my big fitness thing is? I'm big time into Bodyweight.
Oh, yeah.
Bodyweight exercises. So I'm trying to get myself strong enough to do a front lever at 48 years of age.
What's a front lever?
Front lever is basically you hang from the chin-up bar, you bring your legs straight up, and you hang in there like a fucking table. And you got to put part of your weight behind the bar. So there's all of these exercises to
Explain that?
Okay.
Hold on a second. So you do a chin-up.
Imagine, do you remember planking?
Yes.
Just imagine if you did it on your back. You're laying on your back in the air, but you're hanging from the chin-up bar, and your legs are straight out like that.
Okay, yeah.
So I've been with that for like months, trying to build up the strength, and I got myself to the point, because the whole thing is you got to be behind the bar.
Right.
And what's great is I got this big head, so it kind of, there's a lot of weight already behind the bar. But so I've got to my point now where I can actually, like, I used to be almost hanging upside down, and then gradually you can kind of you have your legs in a ball, so like the weight is basically underneath it. And I've gotten to the point now where I can just start to extend one leg, and then I fall to the ground. It ain't bad. I'm going to get there, though.
You'll get there.
I just want to bust that out one time, because I got a buddy of mine. He has a bet with me that when I'm 70, I can't do 10 pull-ups.
What?
So just to
70?
No. When I turn 70,
till 70 to cash the bet in.
Yeah,
as long as you just keep going, you get there.
That's the thing.
Stallone's in his 70s.
Yeah, but if I don't,
he could do 10 push-ups,
right? But
chin-ups.
If I don't have that bet,
I understand.
If I don't have that fucking, so it's a great carrot that I'm chasing there.
I understand.
Yeah,
you could do that though. It has nothing to do with age. You could do that move.
Does it have to do with butter?
Do
bacon and like that?
Lifting. Just gotta, the best way to do it. Honestly, start doing body weight exercises. Do a lot of chin-ups and stuff like that, but do them really slowly. That's one of the best ways to really develop some serious strength. Like a lot of people like to do chin-ups. They like to do those like kipping chin-ups you see in CrossFit. What I like to do is
kipping?
Like you go, like you kind of like kick up. And you kick up. Have you ever
seen
think
that's like cheating.
It is like cheating, but
that's people who arc their back on the bench press.
But it's a hard workout if you do a bunch of them. But it's just there's a lot of criticism.
Why does CrossFit have to be done in front of everybody? Why can't they just stay in their gym? Why are they always running up and down the street? Like, look at us, we're working out.
Because it's like, look at us, we're working out.
Should I be more mature about that?
Nope. You should rub it in their face. They're like vegans in a lot of ways. They want you to know what they're doing. It's like That's part of the whole thing. It's like you become. There's a whole article about that, about it's replacing religion for a lot of people. You become tribal and you get involved in these group activities, and you identify with that group. Like you become a CrossFitter, or you become a vegan, or you become not that there's anything wrong with being either one of those things.
I drove by one. It was like the gym is like a garage door, and it's wide open, and they're making all this noise, and it's like, I work out too. I have the door closed. Listen to a little Iron Maiden lately.
But that's part of the fun of it. They want everybody to know they're doing it. So you walk by, you go, "Wow, Billy's in shape." Look at him. Look at him. He's fucking lifting. He's doing.
Well, I've been
presses.
having breakfast in like outside cafe, and all of a sudden 20 of these maniacs just run by, get to the corner, and then they run back the other way. You just want to throw your pancakes at them.
Well, it's worse if you're walking and they almost run you over. You're like, hey, this is not a gym, okay? This is a sidewalk. Like, don't. This is not a place for you to conduct your class.
Maybe it's like a green thing. Like they think that treadmills take up too much energy.
No, I think you were
right.
You don't think so? They want people to know what they're doing. They don't have the space to, they don't have a track. So they decide to use a sidewalk. I've seen that. I've seen like groups of people run up and down streets. It's stupid.
I saw when I was in Santa Monica. I was laughing my ass off.
It's stupid.
Sitting there running fucking accountants.
But CrossFit itself, what it does is it gets people to get competitive. And when they get competitive, the good thing about it is, like, there's a bunch of people around you. You're all pushing each other. The bad thing about it is a lot of people, their form falls apart when they start doing high repetitions and they get competitive with it and then they start getting injured. I know a lot of fucking people that have hurt themselves doing CrossFit. A lot.
Kettlebells, people always themselves up.
Right behind you there, baby.
Yeah, I don't fuck with
grab on those. You just got to do them slowly and do them with correct form. The beautiful thing about kettlebells is you can get a great workout with a light kettlebell. I could get a great workout with a 35-pound kettlebell. Just light kettlebell, moving it slowly, controlling it every step of the way, and you can do all sorts of exercises. Go from one to the other, and you get a full body workout that works. It's actual functional strength. Like, it'll apply the athletics.
I'm leaving the reservation with I'm going all old school. I got those atomic holds, like that American Ninja shit, those little look like little cannonballs.
Those are great.
I got those hanging from my ceiling. And I'm trying to get the ones that look like the nunchuck handles. And I went to order the thing, and they never came. And then they sent me an email going like, "Did you still want them?" It's like, yeah, I ordered them.
Go to Rogue Fitness, roguefitness.com. They have all that crazy shit.
They got that. Well, that's what I bought my rack through those guys.
Okay.
And I got a speed bag, and then I'm going to get those Swedish bars and see if I can get it myself up to be able to do a hue and flag.
Oh, shit.
Well, I like the shit where I'm working towards something. I can't just get on an elliptical every day like I'm doing a half hour. And the big thing is what's my new playlist, because I will get bored shitless with that. But I feel like with the speed bag, I suck at that, but I'm getting a little bit better at it.
I'm
like learning something. It's funny. My wife wanted it. It wasn't man enough. I didn't want to have the thing, but
boogie. There's something cool about doing it. But do you know, like, Julio Cesar Chavez didn't even know how to do that? It's kind of useless for boxing. I mean, it gives you a little bit of endurance for your shoulders, but when the last time you punch somebody like this? Imagine if someone stood in front of you and you punched them like this.
Well, I think it was to build up. It was supposed to your timing, then also build up your arms so you could keep your arms up
shoulder
and protect
endurance.
your head.
Yeah,
right.
But Julio Cesar Chavez, it's hilarious. He's one of the greatest boxers of all time, and he always used to laugh because he would like try to do it and he couldn't do it. Like he would,
but then he could knock everybody out in the fucking gym.
Everybody.
That bam bam boop 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 boop